So UVC sanitizing box, that's what we'll be talking about, rather discussing about in this next few 5-10 minutes. You'll see many UVC sanitizing products in the market. Some of are the solid boxes, some of are just soft pouch boxes, some of them are really small for the phone and all. So they all come in different shapes and size, but they all have one thing in common, that is UVC. That's what they all are using, this part of the ultraviolet wavelength. So we have visible light that we can see. If wavelength is much higher than visible light, those are infrared, and it gets lower. So if you know Big Pure, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And if your wavelength is much smaller than even violet, so that's where the ultraviolet comes in. Now in ultraviolet also there are got three partitions, A, B and C. Now A you can see in the all clubs and all those black lights, which gives you that neon kind of effects on those tattoos and all. That's A. B is they are using in the sun tanning studio, those machine where you get the sun tanning effects on your body. That's why they use the B. And C, around 200 to 280 wavelength. That's what C is. It's also called germicidal rays because they have the capability to go through the cell's surface and kill the DNA. So you are actually killing it, virus and everything, all the bacteria and stuff from the inside. So that's why ultraviolet C is being used to sanitizing and disinfecting water purifier for quite a long time. And since last since January, February, we are also using it for the disinfecting surfaces and product as well. So yes, it does work. Even International Ultraviolet Association and CDC says that it works, but they also come with the small liners that UVC has some limitations. So it's got the characteristic, not the limitation, I would say. It's got some characteristics. So when you're using it to sanitizing into your daily usage, you'll have to be careful and you'll have to be really thinking that how UVC is working, so you make sure you get the best out of the product that you got. So what are these characteristics that we are talking about? One main is line of sight. So it only works in line of sight. So if there is a UVC light here and there's other rays which are coming up over here. Now if my product is here, it's not gonna get the rays. It's gonna get So here the effect that it's gonna get is gonna be much lesser than the product which I've kept here and it's getting the effect. Same with the stuff that if I keep it closer to the area, it's gonna get the more effect. If I'm more away from the area, it's not gonna get that much of effect. So to apply the if you are spraying on the box, you'll have to make sure that the water, the sanitizing liquid, it's applied nicely in quantity on the area, right? But here the thing is, you can see that how much spray you are applying on the surface. In UVC, you cannot see it. So that's why you have to be very careful when it comes to UVC, because you are not able to see that which area is being treated or how strong dosage is given to that area. Just like if I use this as a light, just for the example, and you can see that if my light is coming from here, the area over here is getting the shadow of its own surface, because of the area is made such a way, it's got all the edges and ups and downs, so the whole part is not getting exposed to the light. There is the shadow of its own coming up on itself as well. So the part which is there under the shadows are not going to be sanitized, because as one of these website IUVA, International Ultraviolet Associations, and CDC says that the rays needs to get to the pathogen, to the surface, then only it will kill it. If it's not getting there, it will not kill it. And why shadows are much more problem or troublesome in this UVC light? Because this UVC doesn't get reflected. So reflection of this UVC is really bad. Only aluminum can reflect 20 to 25% of the UVC rays that's coming on its surface. Like if you see on the mirror, if you throw the lights on the mirror, the lights get reflected, and you can light up the shadowed area, like how we do in the photography and all. They have that reflectors and all. Problem with UVC, reflector won't work, because only aluminum, which is supposed to be good, that will also gives only 20 to 25%. So now we are in the problem, because the lights are coming here from the surrounding boxes. The other lights are not going to light up the shadowed area, or sanitize the shadowed areas. So the surface which is being exposed straight to the light of UVC is going to be treated. Now, as we said, line of sight, it doesn't get reflected. Distance from how far it's from the source, that is also important. And another thing is that dosage to the surface that CDC talks about, it's into joule per meter square. Now, when we buy the product, we will not find this information. I mean, I am not finding this information on any of the product, which will say that how much joule per meter square or centimeter square that particular UVC light or that particular product is supplying to the area which are being exposed to the UVC light. So what I would do personally is I'll just let it be, the product be in the box for the longer time, let it be exposed to sanitizing process for the longer time, and I would also keep moving the product. There is one way I might be able to explain what I'm trying to say. Let's just think that you have a spray machine. Now a spray machine will be spraying the color, and you have this box. You want to color, make sure that all the area is being colored by this spray. Now problem is your spray is fixed, and so is the product. So how do you make sure that all the product is colored? It's fine if some area get more darker color, but none of the area shouldn't be left without the color. That's how you should think about it. So what we'll do, you turn the spray on, you leave the product for the longer time, so that all the area where even the slightest color of spray is going, it will get the proper coating on that area. And after every 5-10 minutes, after every some duration, you move the product. So like if I have kept it over here for 5-10 minutes, now I'll move it and kept it here for another 5-10 minutes. So that's how I'll make sure that the area is getting color coded. And then if I have the luxury, I'll put more spray around. So the more the spray are, the more the area is getting exposed. So good part that when you're using UVC tube lights, it's like this, the whole area, this part is throwing the spray. So that's why, as I said, different products have different design, and as long as you know that how it's working, it will work very good. But if you put light over here, there's a product inside, you kept it light for 10 minutes and then you take it out and oh yeah, it's sanitized. No, it's not sanitized, because the area which was not exposed to the light, it's not sanitized. Even when you're using the like cloth or some material, if it's crimpled and if it's kept under the light, so the lights are not going to go under the shadowed area, under the crimple, so then also it's not going to work. So if you're going to use it for the mask, make sure that it's spread it out nicely, and then you make sure that the design is such a way that all the area get light nicely. Anytime if there is a shadow, it's not going to be treated. If you think about this while using your UVC product, it should be fine. And at the same time, I think there are these products, those sticks, there are this phone sanitizer. I've seen that on phone sanitizer there are only two lights on the side. There are no lights under the phone, and I think phone you want to make sure that it's sanitized from the all side. So if you're using those kind of product, flip your phone and do it again, unless it's a really highly automated device which flip your phone and make sure that all the area is being treated by the light. I don't think that there are that many mechanical products are there which will keep moving the products or surface inside the box so that all area get treated with the UVC light. So till those stuffs are coming out, we'll have to make sure that we do it manually. We open the box, move the stuff around, let it be exposed to the UVC light for as long as possible. And I would do it for at least 10 to 15 minutes on each side. So 10 minutes on one side, 10 minutes on the other side. Also depend on what kind of area I'm treating. Like if I'm putting the small product, of course I don't need more time to get it colored, right? I'll need lesser time. If I got the bigger product, I'll need more time. If I got some product with surface which are like, not really smooth and rough, so I'll do it like this, keep it there, flip it around and put it at another for 5-10 minutes. We are also thinking on like I'm rather might be I've got the UVC light actually. It's already I've ordered it. So I've got 2 UVC light just waiting for the choke to supply the power of it. I might be coming up with some design for the daily purpose of the use, and I'll be posting it soon as well, hopefully, if I have time. But even if I'm not posting it, you are using it from the outside of market product and all, please think of the spray, and you need to color the box, you need to color whatever you want to sanitize all the area, all the surface. And as the spray doesn't go through the surface, doesn't reflect from the surrounding area, and doesn't go to the shadowed area, same way the UVC work. I hope that it will clear some doubts, and if you have more doubts, Google is there, but don't go to the sites of the product site. Try to go to the research document, try to go about the university's documents. There are lots of documents from the universities. People are doing research on this product for a very long time. I think they should be given credit. So go through there, see the amount of time that they have spent for the UVC light. That's why we are able to use it right now. Those guys who have done the research and all. Thanks to all of them. And thank you for watching. I hope this will help you.